Vaheguru, 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 Guru, Vaheguru, 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। When Guru Nanak Dev Ji was asked, "Who is your Guru?" by Siddhs, Guru Nanak Dev Ji replied, "Shabad Guru, surat tun chela." Now, in this Shabad, we are on fifth paudi. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is comparing, just like a woman, a soul bride, a normal bride connects with her husband through the Shabad. Similarly, we have to connect with the Shabad. Here, the example of the worldly decoration is given. आओ जी विचार करते हैं. Let's take a samat of Guru Sahib. साच धड़ी तन मांडिए कापड़ प्रेम शिंगार. कहते to convince, to make her husband pleased, to make her husband happy. The wife normally, the bride normally, what she will do is, she will do a good hairstyle. She will put something on the forehead, like a bindi, or in the old days, it was a chandan and all, right? Similarly, our job is to connect with the Shabad. Sach tadi tan mandiya kapad prem shingar. And the kapada, our physical body, not just the mind, not just the sukham body, all our body should be vibrated in the love of Vaheguru. Rom Rom Simran. Guru Pyareo, this is a very, very deep Shabad. And let's take a deep dive and take a wisdom of Vaheguru. So many juktis, so many techniques in these last four bodies. And let's see how much Vaheguru Ji gives us the wisdom and how are we willing to take this wisdom. Guru Pyareo, remember, we have talked about in the past that there are three stages. One is a physical stage in a spiritual life. Other is the mental stage. When we are talking about a physical stage, there are three stages of Saas Gras Simran, Saas Antargat Simran, and the Rom Simran. Some people get confused about it. But in parallel, there is a stage of the Shabad also. Guru Sahib is telling us how our surat has to connect with the Shabad also. But before even we can connect our surat with the Shabad, what need to happen is our mind needs to take a bath. Our mind needs to be cleansed. Our mind needs to be free from the thoughts. Similarly, if the prem inside is not there, if the love inside is not there, Maharaj is telling us again and again, then the wife, then the bride cannot please her husband from outside. Outside is secondary, inside is first. Otherwise, just like yesterday we learned, everything is a pakhand. It is a hypocrisy. Same thing Maharaj is telling us here. Sach tadi tan mandiya kapad prem shingar. That kapada, that cloth of pat, the honor, inside, if there is not love in the sukham, then we will not be able to connect with the Shabad. You know, lot of people, when the kirpa happens, the Shabad gets pragat in the matha, in the forehead. The naam, they can hear the naam in the trikuti, in between the two eyebrows. They can hear that the Shabad here. But then some people say, why it is not happening to me? Why can't I hear the Shabad here? I can hear in the left, I can hear on the right, but why not in the middle? Maharaj is telling us, Sach tadi tan mandiye, kapad prem shingar, chandan cheet vasaya, mandar daswa dwar. The chandan, there is a tikka, there is a spot, there is a highlight on the forehead, which lot of pundits, lot of South Indian women also, in their culture, they put the chandan on the forehead. That's a nishani, that's an insignia of that she is a suhagan. She is a married woman, happily married woman. Similarly, if you will see, chandan here has an onkad. For us, what is the chandan? That chandan is the naam, which we put it here, which will show it here. The glow will come here, and this glow is not a physical glow, meaning your naam will pragat. You will hear the sound of the Shabad in the forehead, but it will only happen chandan cheet vasaya. If in the hirda, if in the mind, the naam is vibrating. Everything has to start with the mind. Mandar daswa dwar. When the surat, when the mind has crossed the 9 doors and reached the 10th door. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੇ 9 ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ੇ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ 10ਵੇਂ ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ੇ ਚ ਆ ਗਏ। 9 ਦਰ ਥਾਕੇ ਧਾਵਤ ਰਹਾਏ 10ਵਾਂ ਨਿਜ ਕਰ ਵਾਸਾ ਪਾਏ। ਚੰਦਨ ਚੀਤ ਵਸਾਇਆ, and that naam is inside. We talked about 3 stages, physical stages, which is Saas Gira Simran, Saas Saas Antargat Simran, and Rom Rom Simran. Let's dig onto it a little bit. Saas Gira Simran is which we were just doing right now. And we will try to do this every day, 15-20 minutes before the Katha, so that our mind is ready to understand the Gyan. This has been request of the Gurmukhs, so that we can do 15-20 minutes Simran before the Katha, so that the Gyan can come. Similarly, till the time our mind has not been blessed with the Vaheguru by killing all the thoughts, the killing all the filth, our mind will not experience Naam. So what happens is, when we have a Naam Drid, when we do a Gurmantar Jap, when we do Saas Gira Simran, Vah Guru, thoughts will start killing, thoughts will start going away. The thoughts of Maya, the thoughts of stress, tension, Rajogun, the thoughts of lust, greed, anger, all the worldly thoughts will start going away little by little, little by little. And in parallel, let's draw a line, in parallel, some spiritual activity will start happening within your mind. You will start listening to the Panch Shabad. With the, if that's a nishani, that the Parvangi is there, the approval of Saas Gira Simran has happened. Chandan is also an approval from the society in the physical world that this woman is a married woman. Chandan Cheet Vasaya Mandar Dasma Dwar. Just like Pandits also, when they are regarded as Brahmins or the spiritual or the priests of the temple, they also put a chandan on their forehead. Even in Hazur Sahib, lot of Hazuri Sikhs also put a chandan on their forehead. That shows that they are religious. Similarly, a woman is shown as the Suhagan or happily married by if she has a chandan. Similarly, spiritually, our mind will start hearing Panch Shabad. That's the first stage. Second stage is when we will start doing Saas Saas Antargat Simran. That's why we always talk about that in the Sangat, when we come, we have to do Saas Gira Simran, loud Simran, Vah Guru, Vah Guru, Vah Guru. And when you're sitting at home, when your mind is a little bit silent, then you have to do Saas Saas Antargat Simran. How you do Saas Saas Antargat Simran? In one sa. You don't have to focus on the breath then. In one breath, you are doing multiple times through your mind. The sound is not coming out. And you focus on the tongue. And a lot of kripa will happen. What will happen in the parallel, in the spiritual side, in the mind side? in the mind side, you can start hearing Sahajatun. Panch Parvan, Panch Pradhan, Panche Pave, Dargaiman. Pancha Sohe Darajan, Pancha Kagur, Ek Tyan. That 5 Shabads will become 1 Shabad as a Sahajatun. Chandan Cheet Vasaya, Mandar Daswan Dwar. That Sahajtun's job is to take you to the 10th door, to the Dar, Dasਵੇਂ ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ੇ ਦੇ ਬਾਹਰ. But this is all Kirpa, all the Kirpa. But this is a parallel thing which we are talking about. Now the third stage of Shabad and Surat, how the connection of, this is a Shabad. Panch Shabad is also a Shabad. Sahajtun is also a Shabad. Deepak Shabad Vigasya Ram Naam Urtar. Kende agar tade andar, in your roam, every cell of your body has started vibrating with the Naam, then what will happen? Deepak Shabad Vigasya. Then in parallel, when Rom Simran starts, the third stage, physical stage, in parallel, Naad will be pragat. From Panshabad to Sahajtun to Naad. Naad will be pragat, and the job of the Naad is to take you to the Jyot, to the light, to the Deepak. Deepak Shabad Vigasya Ram Naam Urtar. But every cell of the body will be doing Simran. What does that mean? You are sitting silent, you are talking, you are in the physical place, everything is happening, but your body, your full body is already doing Simran. Your mind is already doing Simran on its own without any effort. That's also called Ajapa Jap. Ajapa Jap na visre ad jugad samay. Then when that happens, your sukham, your mind is ready to come out. But kado hunda? When we discussed about these 3 stages, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is showing us this Deepak Shabad will come, the Jyot Shabad will come, Jyot Vigas will happen, it will light. Vigasya means it will glow. That Shabad will take you to the Jyot. It will glow. But when will it happen? Can the Nari andar sohni? You can do a lot of hypocrisy. We can do a lot of hypocrisy, pakhand in front of others. And we are religious. We discussed this yesterday also. We can wear religious robes. We can show other people that we are doing Simran. But it all depends what is happening inside. Has the prem, the love has come. The first line was Kapad prem shingar. That prem is very important. That the love is the kapda of love, the cloth of love is very important. Nari andar sohni, mastak mani pyar. The pyar is very important. And you will only be beautiful if you're beautiful from inside. What does that mean? E man karma, e man dharma, e man panch tat ka janma, man mukh mooda, e man gurmukh naam jape, man ruda. That manmukh mind, which was full of the filth, it will become ruda, it will become beautiful. How? By doing Sasgra Simran. That's why Sasgra Simran is the base. Remember that. Never leave Sasgra Simran. It will take all your filth out. Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru, Wah, Guru. Not just for 5 minutes, not just for 10 minutes, not just for 15 minutes. Multiple hours. You need a pagati of kamai of Sasgra Simran for multiple hours. All the time, especially when you come to the Sangat. All the filth will go away. You will become beautiful from inside. Nari andar sohni, from inside. You will become khalis. Nari andar sohni, mastak mani pyar. Fir mastak de vich. Where the Nari was putting the chandan, the tika, it was there, the bindi was there, on the forehead, in the middle of your eyebrows. That is the place, in the Trikuti. That's why lot of Gurmukhs, they put the dhyan here in the middle of the eyebrows. Never ever start with that. till the time you are prapak in the Sasgira Simran, don't put a dhyan. But once you are prapak, once you are ready, once you can hear the Sahaj Tun, when you are at a Sas Antargat stage, where whenever you are sitting in your sofa, you're doing Sas Simran, Antargat Simran through your mind, and you can hear the long beep, pee sound, and it is continuous. And whenever you connect your surt with that Shabad, your surt always is connected with that Shabad, and you are in Sahaj Avastha. You are in Sahaj Avastha, where you are feeling like a drowsiness in the physical world, but you can hear the sound. When that stage will happen, then you put your Trayan in the Trikuti, where all the three nadis meet, right? It's in between your eyebrows, where the Suhagan put the bindi. Then that is the place which Maharaj is calling Mastak Mani Pyar. That money, that naam, that Shabad will start resonating there. And it will be very easy for you with Vaheguruji's Kirpa. Everything is Kirpa, remember that. Nothing is in our hands at the end of the day. These are all just the techniques. And when you are sitting in that sad state, putting the dhyan here or in the front of the forehead, that is the place where money, the naam will originate, and you may be blessed by Vaheguruji, the Deepak Shabad. Nari andar sohni, mastak mani pyar, shobha surt suhavani, sacha prem apar. But Maharaj says this money is made out of pyar. If the pyar is not there, this is not a yoga. Maharaj is warning us. If you're doing this mechanically and you learn all these techniques and start doing it, nothing is going to happen. You might even have a headache by putting a dhyan in the Trikuti. Because this is all about love. And these things happens automatically, to be honest. When you do Bhakti, when you do Sas Gira Simran, when your mind is free of thoughts, automatic thoughts, these things automatically happens. That Shabad Suts will happen. Shobha, Surt, Suhavani. And then you will get a wisdom. That Brahm Gyan, the wisdom of all the universe. You will not find a difference between two different people, because you will see Vaheguruji in everybody. It is so magnificent. It is so beautiful, because now you have really fallen in love with Vaheguru, because you can see that that Vaheguru, that Jyot in everybody, that apar Jyot, that Jyot which was not reachable before, now you can see that Jyot. Sacha Prem apar. Apar, who is apar? Vaheguruji is apar. His Jyot is apar. That Satguru which is sitting inside is apar. But Maharaj says, remember this. Bin pir purkh na janai, sache gur ka het pyar. But you cannot get it without the kirpa of Satguru who is sitting inside. Without the taking the wisdom of Gurbani Guru outside, and without doing a practical of what Gurbani Guru is telling us, without having a prem for all the eternity. You stop judging. You will not question why this is happening, why that is happening. I was discussing with the Gurgurmukh. Somebody was saying, oh, this LGBTQ stuff is not natural. You can't think like that. It is all in hukam. Everything is happening in this world in hukam. We can't say what is natural and what is not natural. Everything is happening as per the will of Vaheguru. It requires very ucha gyan. Good and bad, which you might think is a bad, which you might think is good, at that stage, that wisdom will come. Everything is happening as per Vaheguruji's will. Sab Gobind hai, sab Gobind hai. Gobind binna koi. There is nothing else other than Gobind, other than Vaheguru. Bin pir purkh na janai. Without Vaheguru, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Bin pir purkh na janai. Sache gur ke het pyar. Without the pyar. you will start loving the such, and you will start seeing the such everywhere. Nis andhyari sutiye, kyon pir bin rain vihaye. But the plight of the manmukhs are that they are sleeping, and Vaheguruji is awake. Our mind is sleeping in the Maya, because mind is so busy in the desires of this physical world, and that's why mind is sleeping. That's a plight of the manmukhs. That is the plight of a duhagan. The suhagan bride is who is a happy bride, who is beautiful from inside, because outside beauty is temporary. With the age and all, it will pass, but the inside beauty is permanent. That's what Maharaj is telling us. Nis andhyari sutiya. And you are sleeping in Maya, in the dark Maya. Andhyari, dark. Andhyari, Maya. Sutiya, sleeping. Kyun pir bin rain vihaye? Why you are spending the night without your husband? Why can't you meet your husband? Meaning, your life is like a darkness, like a night without Vaheguruji in there. Ank jalo tan jaliyo, man tan jal bal jaye. Without Vaheguru, without Ram, without Shabad and Surt's meal, without focus, without your consciousness and the Naam getting connected, what is happening is our mind will be connected with the five doots, with the five thieves. And what does these five thieves do? They burn our mind. They burn. There's a heat. Remember, when you are very angry and all, even the heat is coming out of your tan also, the physical body also. Man tan jal bal jaye, ank jalo tan jaliyo. Everything, when your mind is burning, everything else is burning. When the mind is dirty, everything is dirty. When mind is mela, everything is mela. We have to clean our mind. We have to come out of the Maya. That's why Guru Pyare, even Maharaj gives us so much things, what happens in the higher stages. But Maharaj is still saying the base is Sas Gras Simran. The base is to clean our mind, beat our mind. Gurmil Jita, Har Har Kita, Tuti Pita, Paramagada. These doubts which we have, right? This filth which we have. हाँ गुसाई का पहलवानड़ा, मैं गुरमिल उच्च दुमालड़ा. पहलवान बनना सी. We have to become the wrestler. We have to wrestle with these vikars. We have to wrestle with these five thieves which are inside us. Till the time we'll not wrestle with these five thieves, will not be able to meet Vaheguru. Jatan kantna ravya, ta birtha jo ban jaye. Most of the people, most of the humans, during their joban, during their young age. So this is for the kids. You are lucky. Remember, we adults, most of us, not all of us, but most of us, like me, we didn't knew about the wisdom of Guru. You're getting the wisdom of Guru, Gurbani Guru. You have Gurbani Guru. Read it, understand it, do a vichar of it, ask questions, so that you can use this knowledge, use this gyan, do the kamai of Gurbani, earn the wealth of Gurbani, and then so that you can earn the wealth of Naam. That is gonna be the most important thing. Jatan kantna raviya ta birtha jo ban jaye. If you have not done this in the young age, wow, what good is your young age? Because Maharaj is comparing with this young bride. Young bride wants to decorate herself, do a lot of makeups. But what good it is if there is no love for the husband? What good it is when we don't have a love for Vaheguru? Jatan kantna raviya. Then the real enjoyment is not there. Then you cannot enjoy your life, because your mind, your inside is burning with hate. Inside is burning with anger. Inside is burning with lust. Inside is burning with greed. Inside is burning with lies, cheating, stealing. This is the first. The Gyan of Gurbani is must. These Maya, removing this Maya is must. No dasam dwar will open if we'll hate people, if we have this burning sensation, if we have lies and cheating and filth in our mind. Can they, how will it will have? Seja kant maheladi sutti bujna pai. Can they, agar tu sutti rahengi na, if your mind will be sleeping and you will not do Simran, then what will happen? Then you will not enjoy with your husband, meaning with your Vaheguru. You will not receive that love. You cannot experience the most important pyar, the love of Vaheguru. You will not be able to experience that if you will be asleep. You have to wake up. And how to wake up, Guru Pyareo? Simar, simar, simar gur apna, soya man jagai. How sutti pir jagna, किसको पूछो जाए. कहते मैं सुत्ती हाँ ते मेरा फिर जागदा है. My husband is awake, but I don't know he's awake. I am sleeping. I'm sleeping in Maya. Who should I ask? That's why, Guru Pyareo, we have to come in the Sangat. Sat Sangat mile so tarya, Gur Prasad Parampad Paya, Suke Kasatare. We have to come in the Sangat so that in the Sangat we can jap naam, we can do the vichar of Gurbani, and all of us can wake up and finally merge in Vaheguru. Satgur Meli Pavasi Nanak Prem Skhaye. Maharaj say only one thing, Guru Pyareo, prem. That prem, that love is must. When we will have, this is not a physical love, this is not the attachment, this is not the moh, this is the pure love, connection of our surat with the Shabad, love for the Shabad, love for the Shabad of Gurbani, love for the Shabad which is resonating inside us. Nanat Amrit Prabh ka naam, Dehi mein iska vishram. We have to, when we will connect with this Shabad, we will meet this Satgur inside. We will merge in the Satgur inside. Satgur meli pavasi, pade vas vich aake. And because, remember, like yesterday we talked about this thing. When you love somebody, you also fear that you don't want to disappoint. You will have a good discipline then. That is the reason we have to achieve this love. And how can we achieve this love? Through Gur Shabad first. Gur Shabad is Vah Guru, Vah Guru. And then in the mastak, in the forehead, in between our eyes, Maharaj will give us the Daat of Naad. And by connecting with the Naad, we will be able to meet Vaheguru, see Vaheguru first in the form of Deepak, in the form of Jyot, and then finally merge in Vaheguru. Satguru Meli Pavasi Nanak Prem Sakhaye. This is this Naam. Then somebody says, I have received the Naam, and if they don't have love, then they are lying. That is the first thing. You will have a love for eternity, for everybody. But if you have a hate, then you have not merged in the Naam yet. Then it is all a lie. So it is a very easy thing. And you don't have to judge others. You have to judge yourself. If there is a hate, if there is a lie, if there is a cheating, if there is a stealing, if there is a hypocrisy, that means we have to do a lot of work. This is a self-introspection which we all have to do. Aao ji Gurmukh Pyareo. Now let's do a Saas Gira Simran. Let's try to remove this filth so that our surat can travel and connect with the Shabad. That Shabad which is in the Brahmand, which is inside us. Jo Brahmande soi pinde, jo khoje so paye. So that we can also connect with that Shabad and meet our Vaheguru. Aao ji shuru kariye. Vah Guru, 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 Vaheguru, 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 Guru, Vaheguru, 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 Vahguru, 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 Guru Wa 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 Guru. Antargat Simran. Your tongue can move, focus on your tongue. Your mind should chant as fast as you can or as slow as you can, based on your mind's avastha, based on the status of your mind. Don't put a dhyan focus on the breath, just put focus on your tongue and do it with your mind. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਪਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ, ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਭਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ, ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਉਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ। We'll meet again tomorrow at 5 p.m. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ